Since the rise of the internet and social media, fake gurus and scammers have been popping up like the souvenir guys outside of the Eiffel Tower. It's about to get worse. It is about to multiply to the likes of which we've never seen, and I don't even think CoffeeZilla is going to be able to keep up.
I don't know if I can stop them.
ChatGPT, OpenAI software, is the reason for that. And if you haven't heard of that yet, then you likely haven't been on YouTube or the algorithm just hasn't served you yet.
ChatGPT is a large language model trained artificial intelligence, which is, let's just say, it can be awful, but it is often surprisingly good at answering questions you might have about how to do things. One of the great triumphs of it is that coders are now asking it to solve coding problems, and it will actually write code that is functional. It's pretty amazing. And it also, there's an implementation of it that if you feed it up to 3 tweets, it will write a New York Times story in one of 5 genres, optimistic, pessimistic, neutral. And, you don't really need the New York Times anymore because it's pretty good at this job, right?
So we have this OpenAI software still in the early stages, but it can write articles, answer all kinds of questions. The data set thus far is not online, but that's going to happen. It has all kinds of capabilities already, but where does that tie in to fake gurus? For years, the fake guru model has been pretty simple, and there's a bunch of different spin-offs, but ultimately, any random person that can get their hands on a nice home, doesn't matter if it's an Airbnb, a Lamborghini, doesn't matter if it's rented, can show off some cash, floss as much as possible, people see it, they act like they obtained it through some awesome knowledge that other people don't have, people buy into it, they make more money, which actually gets them those riches, and then they just continue to perpetuate that. Nowhere in that model did I say you actually had to know what you're talking about. It's faking the funk to the fullest.
If you imagine that this thing just gets a little better than it is, which is inevitable, that it's going to make actual insight that much harder to spot, right? In other words, if you become expert at operating this thing, at querying it, and it becomes better at understanding a wider range of topics because they turn it loose on everything that's written on the internet, for example, right? Then the point is the ability to fake expertise is going to go through the roof.
ChatGPT is going to give your guru, grifter, and scammer the ultimate utility belt. And in the early stages, how are you going to fight against that? No longer is a person only going to use the camera or videos to fake the funk by having a Lamborghini in the garage. They're going to have this whole resource to be able to basically ask all kinds of questions where they would not have been able to obtain that knowledge quickly or efficiently before. So it may really make the average Joe seem like they are in fact as smart as an engineer or as smart as a lawyer or any host of things. And quite frankly, that's a danger. And this doesn't really come down to how smart you are per se. It's more so about experience and what you can prove. It's just like back in math class when your teacher used to say you have to show the work. That's what proves you actually know how to do it. You see, the guru uses all the flash because they don't have to show the work. You see the Lamborghini and you automatically say, oh, a millionaire. You see, with ChatGPT being able to write code, being able to do all these types of things that you usually have to work for several years to acquire that knowledge, not only is the guru now going to have the flash, it very well could show the work for them. So not only do they look like they are what they're professing to be, they're able to show you that they are that. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Warren Buffett really is a guru. See, the thing is it's not self-titled. With Warren Buffett, we actually have seen the moves he's made. We know why he has the money he has. He doesn't have to show off anything. He lives pretty simplistic, actually. But there's proof there along the way. The truth is, it shouldn't be all that hard for someone to stay out of the scopes of a grifter or a guru, but it comes down to greed and people wanting to live a certain lifestyle and not wanting to take the actual time that it takes to get there. While at the same time, you have these grifters and gurus who are excellent marketers, and now they'll be equipped with ChatGPT and be able to do way more things than they originally could, and it is going to get worse. So already in the early stages, there seems to be a focus on needing AI to protect you from AI. Now don't get me wrong, this is cutting edge and will make life a lot easier. But there's a reason why elder people normally get scammed more often. It's because they haven't kept up with technology as much. That's a big reason for it. So when we get AI and it's moving faster than ever before, maybe the common person won't even be able to keep up.
But I have to say, I am quite alarmed, not only that this thing exists, but I don't think we're ready for it.
What's your thought on OpenAI and ChatGPT? There's all kinds of videos about people using it to make money and this and that. What's your thoughts on it? Is it something that scares you? Is it something you're just going to embrace and jump in? Comment below, but either way, I'm telling you, there are new challenges on the horizon.